everybody, and welcome back to Thanks, It's Vintage with your hosts, Andrew
and Lydia.
And we are here again at the Kenmore Square Vino Divino location, right by Fenway Park. And we are excited to bring you part 2 of the May Wine Club.
Very excited.
So now...
I'm not saying I'm excited, but I am.
No, right? Yeah. We're going to go through the second 2 wines. So we will complete our... trifecta is the wrong word because that's for 3. We'll complete our 4 wines today by going through the last 2. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait to share them. They are so delicious. If you are tuning in and you are already part of the wine club and you were part of it before May 1st, then these are the wines that you're having. You've got these wines. If you are not and you want to get in on the action, join at vinodivino.com. You will see Wine Club in our menu at the top of the screen, and that is where you can join and basically prepay for the June wines.
So whenever you sign up, you will be charged, but then you will be charged on the month after that point.
Exactly. Yes. Skipping the next month.
Skipping the next
because you have prepaid for that month. So yes, definitely go on over, sign up, join, get in on the action. These are great wines, and we are always doing off the beaten path varietals, styles, and regions.
And these are so fun. These are so interesting.
These are the things.
Really good quartet.
I think a lot of people wish they saw on the shelf, but they're very hard a lot of the times to stock on shelves everywhere because nobody knows what they are.
Yes, they're hard. People aren't just grabbing them.
Exactly. But this is your way to learn what these are, taste them,
and
fall in love, have access, and then absolutely know what they are. So the next time that you are going to a restaurant that has a crazy wine list,
you will find some fun things.
You will be like, I know what that is. I know what this is. Or when you travel abroad, it becomes a lot more fun when you look at a wine list in Portugal or in Greece or in South Africa or in Australia, and you go, oh, I know exactly what that is.
Very fun things on the menu.
All right, let's get into it. We are now going to be doing wine number 3.
Rosé.
Here we go, wine number 3.
Wine number 3.
We are now onto rosé.
Yes.
I included a bottle of rosé this month because
of course.
Yeah, we're
Look
approaching
at the weather.
The weather's getting warmer. It's beautiful out. We need to be thinking about these beautiful wines that are literally, as we speak, arriving on boats. They are arriving at the ports of New Jersey, of New York, of Miami. Like, they are heading on into the United States now. So we have here a beautiful rosé, Maison Foucher Chinon from the Loire Valley. So this is a Cab Franc rosé from the appellation of Chinon in the Loire Valley.
Which is always super fun.
Always super fun. And
Cabernet Franc rosés are always very interesting.
They really are. And that's why I included this one this month, because I think a lot of us don't, we always gravitate toward these super crisp, super light. I mean, the palest of pink Provence rosés. France is making rosé all over. And it's not just Provence. And don't get me wrong, love Provence.
Oh, Provence entirely has a place.
Absolutely.
But there are so many more things happening. Even just in France.
Yeah.
Let alone the rest of the world.
I think for Provence rosés also, a lot of them can be so light and so delicate that aromatically, they don't jump out of the glass in the way that other wines do, right? And they're not supposed to, and I get that. But this one does jump a little bit more. I'm going to say super jumps, but definitely you put your nose in and you immediately get the spectrum of aromas. And that is what is beautiful about this.
Yeah.
This, I will also say, this is a winemaker, Mark, his name is Mark Vapereau. And this is a boutique négociant.
Okay.
For any who do not know what négociant means, négociant is the term that is used in France to designate any winemaking facility, so any winery, where they are buying the fruit rather than producing it on their own. There is nothing wrong with purchasing fruit.
It's incredibly common.
Incredibly common.
Yeah.
What there is wrong is purchasing fruit to mass produce, I think, is where we get problems. That's where it gets a bad rap. You know, we tend to see that a lot in the United States. Any of those ginormous brands that are grocery store brands, they tend to be, if they were to be labeled in, you know, the French legal terms, they would be négociants. But in France, most négociants, they're not mass producing. A lot of them are just,
A lot of them are premium producers.
Yeah.
They are making very high-end wines.
And this is a case of making an exceptional rosé with fruit from vineyards, basically, in Chinon. His winery is in Chinon, but, like, he just doesn't own any of the land. So he relies on the farmers he has agreements with to provide beautiful Cab Franc. And then he turns it into
pretty.
this.
It's very pretty on the nose. The thing I really like about Cab Franc, I mean, and this isn't even the exact note, but as soon as you get your nose into the glass, there is the fruit. There are the things you expect, but there's also pepper.
Yeah.
On every single one of them. And it's so interesting, and it's almost a bit savory and crunchy, and it's just really pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And the great thing about the pepper is it complements everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is still giving fresh wild strawberries, and it's also giving a little bit of like an herbal tone as well. But that pepper,
Which I like in my rosés.
that pepper is super light, and it's super delicate. It's not in your face, and so it complements rather than like overpowers. And I think that's something that, you know, we should all be aware of, because this is still given what a lot of us are looking for out of rosé. Refreshing, right?
So refreshing. But the herbal qualities are on the palate as well, which is not always common for rosé.
Yeah.
But that's pretty.
Mm.
And it's got intensity. It doesn't last forever. It's not a crazy kind of Bandol rosé, but
Right.
it's intense in a really good way.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And I think that it really showcases what rosé can be when we just step right outside the bounds of Provence. Whether that be just with different grape varietals, but also with, you know, playing around with the flavors and aromas that can come from this gorgeous style of wine that we've all come to love in the summer months. But in reality, it's more than one note, you know? It's not what most people expect rosé to be. And that's a good thing, honestly. We shouldn't be boxing rosé into a tiny little category.
And I think that's what unfortunately did happen for a while. I think the globalization of wine was both a very good and a very bad thing for many categories. But we have started to realize that there's much more going on in the world than just the Provence style.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, this is a classic wine region that produces incredible wines of incredible value. You know, when we look to France and we're wondering, where is their value, right? Where are the wines not like exceeding price points that just make our eyes like
and
boggle, right? And
sink.
Like, make our hearts sink, right? The Loire Valley is one of those places where it's a juggernaut. First of all, the Loire Valley is huge.
It's enormous. It's very, very long and very, very diverse.
Yes.
And not a region. That's the other thing. Loire Valley is not a region.
No, it is
made up of many different regions.
Yeah. So technically, and you'll see on the sheet, I did write region Loire Valley. This is really just so everyone knows where. It's a good term. It's a term we use as a catch-all term. In reality, the
region is Chinon.
The appellation, for sure, Chinon. But Chinon sits in what I would say the regions are the lower Loire Valley, the middle Loire Valley, the upper central Loire Valley, and then the upper Loire Valley. And so if you think of the Loire Valley, you're basically just following on. Lower Loire Valley is at the mouth of the river. It is on the Atlantic. That is where we have Muscadet, right?
Melon de Bourgogne.
And then you get all the way to Upper Loire Valley, and that is where you're hitting actually some areas that people are not familiar with that exist, like smack dab in the center of France.
Yeah.
So, and Central Loire Valley is where you're getting to. Am I remembering it correctly? That is where Sancerre is central. It's not
Central,
upper.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Central Loire Valley is where Sancerre is. So it's huge. Loire Valley's huge. It's massive. It's a massive area.
I have a figure in my head. It's in kilometers, but I think it's like 800 kilometers.
Yeah. It covers a whole
'Cause it's the Loire
chunk
River.
of like the
And
country
it's
of
just,
France.
yeah, it's from the ocean to literally the center.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
So this is just beautiful. I mean, this is what I want in my rosé, where it's like, it's crisp still,
Oh, it's still got that lift.
but
to
it's got more complexity to
Yeah.
it. There's more going on here. It's not just a one tone straight like strawberry patches. And that's
And I
it.
really agree with your food pairing. I think that would be marvelous.
A savory tomato tart.
Yes.
Yes, would do really well with this. And Cab Franc has been known to give, in its red wine form,
Somewhat. Yeah.
tomato leaf, kind of
Bell pepper.
bell
yeah.
pepper aromas and flavors, along with the fruit, right? But it's those savory tones that really draw people to Cab Franc. Here, we actually get more of that fruit and less of the savory. The savory becomes complementary, which is really nice. So I thought a savory tomato tart would actually do really well with this.
It would do so well.
The mood pairing, though, is watching The French Dispatch.
I love the movie theme. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Really
thought I'd
going
stick
for
with
it.
the movie theme on this one.
Yeah.
I think this is a good French Dispatch wine.
I still haven't seen that one.
It's a great movie.
I think I overdosed a little bit on his style. It kind of got a bit taxing after a while. But I'm
such a big
fully
fan.
willing to throw myself in again. And don't get me wrong, I know. I love his movies, but
Yeah. As for who would like this wine, I did say Cru Beaujolais drinkers. Because I think if you're a Cru Beaujolais drinker, you have moved outside of the juicier style of Beaujolais Village, right? And you've moved into something that is a bit more complex. And
Yeah.
I think of that in the same light of Rosé, where you're moving out of Provence, which is more the straightforward, fruit-driven, very light, very delicate style. And now you're going into something that's a bit more complex. This is still light, but it's not feather light. It's not that delicate, and now we have more going on. But I don't know who else you think would probably be a good
maybe like
drinker for this.
Northern Italy rosé drinkers.
Oh, so like Piedmont Rosé,
Bartolino,
like Nebbiolo Rosé
Piemonte,
drinkers.
yeah.
Yeah, I can
Those
see that.
kinds of things. Because
Yeah.
they all often have herbal tones and somewhat savory tones to them, as well as the fruit.
I could
but
see
yeah.
that. I could see that for sure. Yeah. That's a good one, actually. Yeah.
That is
Oh.
quite specific.
You know who else?
Who?
Merlot Rosé drinkers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anybody, first of all, if no one has had Merlot Rosé,
It's fun.
it's so fun. It's so good.
It's got the kind of depth that this has.
And if
yeah.
you are a Merlot Rosé drinker, this is it. Yeah, this would also do well for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is super, super, super yummy. Super yummy.
Next.
Next. All right, the final wine.
The final one.
The final wine.
The final
Wine number
countdown.
4. We are Vaeni. Oh, I'm going to say this wrong.
You got it. I believe in you.
Vaeni Naoussa Xinomavro. Xinomavro, I know I could get.
I think it's Naoussa?
Naoussa? Oh, it might be Naoussa.
We should really
I should, you know what?
look these things up.
How to pronounce this? Help me, Google.
Some of them are so long, though.
Vaeni. So it's Vaeni Naoussa.
It is Naoussa. Okay.
Vaeni Naoussa. And it's not Xinomavro. It's Casino
Yeah.
Mavro.
Xinomavro.
Casino Mavro. Oh, that's right. Greek is
Lots
very
of
tricky for
X's.
me.
Many X's.
So this is a producer based in Macedonia. Macedonia, Greece. So we are in the north of Greece. It's very important for everyone to know that if you have heard anything going on with the north of Greece and Macedonia, you're going to know that there's Macedonia and then there's North Macedonia. This has been a point of contention in the region for many
decades at this point.
Generations.
Possibly centuries.
Centuries,
I can't
maybe.
remember.
Basically, because Macedonia, the empire of Macedonia, the kingdom of Macedonia. I'm not a classics major or minor. My husband could tell a little more on this.
Why isn't he here?
I know.
Get him here.
We should get him here. So basically, Greece, is like, no, Macedonia was like ours. Like that was a Greek kingdom. It's one of the Greek city-states. And so the nation of North Macedonia for a while tried to call themselves Macedonia, and they settled. The two disputed and settled on them being called North Macedonia. And there was a whole international conflict between the two of them. And there was issues in terms of
there are still very much tensions.
Tensions. But I think there were issues with something around, them being in the United Nations and all this stuff because they were calling themselves Macedonia, and Greece was like, we are not allowed to be Macedonia because that's a region of ours and that's historically a name that we get to, and it's, So anyway, but that gives you at least an idea of where they are. They are in the north of Greece. They're in that spit that sticks out, right? That's like looks like a straight line going towards Turkey.
Well, that is also part of the history, right? It's connected to the Ottoman Empire in a way that Greece wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
So, that being said, our winemaker here is George Fontoulis, and he is also the president of this winery, which is actually a consortium of growers. They are like the largest consortium of growers in Greece. They are huge. So this is a name you may have seen before because they produce so many different wines and so many different styles.
I've had something from these guys. I don't remember what it was. I believe it was the Xinomavro.
I've had some things from them before as well. And I've also had Xinomavro from them before, but I've had some of their more serious Xinomavros.
I feel like that's what I had.
This is an entry level.
Kind of premium stuff.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the grape, because the grape is fascinating in its own right.
Oh, absolutely. So basically, what we should know about the grape is that it is a native grape. So Xinomavro, we're going to say it correctly now, which literally translates to sour black. Xino meaning sour or acidic, and Mavro meaning black. Despite the name, by the way, okay, it's a grape that is been given a lot of high praise. It's actually been compared to Nebbiolo. It's been compared to Pinot Noir. So this is a grape that if you are a Nebbiolo drinker, if you are a Pinot Noir drinker, and honestly, I'm not going to just say Pinot Noir, because Pinot Noir can
structured Pinot Noir.
Structured. I would say, like, if you are a Burgundy drinker, I'd say if you're a Côte de Nuit drinker, not you. If you're a Beaune drinker.
Oh, interesting.
You. Because if you think about it, Côte de Nuit is so far north, right? That those Pinot Noirs tend to be lighter, more delicate, right? More acid driven. And then as you get south.
More acid driven, but.
South, as you go south, it gets a warmer climate. Those Pinots get more body. And the Beaune Pinots tend to have a little more oomph to them.
They definitely have more fruit, and this Xinomavro has fruit.
That's exactly it. They still have the acid, but that acid is not the driver anymore. And so also, when we say Nebbiolo, I would say more like Barolo.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really what this is.
Well, there are a few things. First of all, the tannin is very high in Xinomavro. We're going to say it. But the other thing is that it loses color in a very similar way to Nebbiolo. So it gets that dusty, rusty red fairly quickly.
Yes.
As does Nebbiolo. So in that respect, they are quite similar.
Yeah.
This is still pretty ruby.
It is. This is a younger Xinomavro. It is not, it's not the more aged and like complex style that can fetch a higher price point. And so we get something that's a bit more on that younger Pinot, younger Nebbiolo, like more simplistic Nebbiolo vibe, right? So now this one might drink more like a Nebbiolo, whereas like a more complex Xinomavro is going to be more Barolo driven, where it's got super long ageability to it. It's got all these complex tones that are starting to develop. So that's where I would put this. This wine, though, just so everyone knows, it's actually aged in oak barrels, in French oak specifically, for at least 12 months. So we do get some French oak influence, and then they do a little bit more in the bottle before they release the wine. But this is one of
Wow, is it powerful on the nose? It is lush.
Right? There's a lot of fruit, but there's a lot of herbaceousness there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really does remind you of Nebbiolo, truly.
It really does. Yeah.
And this is a wine that's just, it's become synonymous with Greece. You know, I mean, yeah, it's an ancient varietal, right? And yes, it's native. But
it
when
needs the altitude.
It does.
Like it can't handle full sun, full heat all the time. It needs a little bit of a cooler influence.
But this is definitely one of, I would say, a short list of grapes that if people think of a grape from Greece, this is one of the first that people will think of.
Yes.
You know, I would say that Assyrtiko is definitely probably the number one that people think of. Funny enough, Assyrtiko is nowhere close to one of the top grown grapes in Greece.
No.
That would be Rhoditis, which is the number one grown white varietal. And most people do not think of that. Because most people don't know what that is.
Yeah. We have seen a few in the American market.
We have, and there's some really beautiful
orange.
ones.
Some skin contact.
Yes. But I think for when it comes to reds, this is like the one.
This is the dominant.
This is the one that everybody knows. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It may not be the most grown though. I don't think it is. I
don't think it is.
What is the other grape? I'm just completely blanking this morning.
Let's see.
What is it? Google, tell me.
In Greece. We're going to know in just a second, folks. Oh, God, I said folks. My father would say that.
That's not a word that gets used in Australia very often, so it took me a long time to get comfortable saying that. I don't know why. It's not weird.
Well, it's weird to me.
It's just, Now
I feel like my father. Not a feeling I wanted to have.
Welcome to
It tells me I'm getting older.
Wine
and
psychology.
that is not something, we do take on our parents' like mannerisms and stuff as we get older. We all do it. I'm just trying to fight it as much as I can. I want to retain like me.
So what we've done so far is start a sports podcast within a wine podcast.
Yeah.
A psychology podcast within a wine podcast.
Absolutely.
What else?
Oh.
History, which neither of us know much about.
I do know a lot.
No, we do know a lot, but
I just know about very specific things, honestly. Okay, so Savatiano is...
It's not the one I'm thinking of.
By acreage, most planted. Savatiano for white. Historically, it's been the famous workhorse.
What about red?
And it's a grape used as the base for Retsina.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes. For red, Rhoditis is also on the list for white and pink skinned.
Okay.
For red,
What is it?
Ageability.
Oh, ageability.
Ageability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's ageability.
Yeah.
Because you don't pronounce the G's. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a...
Ageability. Yep. Which we literally just had as our Thursday tasting in all our shops last week.
Yeah.
Or by the time you're hearing this, 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Yeah, that's a very fun wine.
Yeah. The noble or highly celebrated varieties are Assyrtiko, Xinomavro, Muscofalero, and Malagusia. All grapes that I am very familiar with. All grapes that if somebody has become a Greek wine drinker, they become very familiar with. Malagusia being the famous Cinderella grape that nearly went extinct until rescued in the 1970s. The 1970s.
I mean, the work that is being done with indigenous grapes and the work that has been done in the last 50 years is pretty special.
It really is special. And that, I think, that's one of those things where I like to highlight, like, people don't realize how close Greece has come more than once to losing some of these grape varietals that we now only associate as Greece
Yeah.
when it comes to wines.
Spain had the same thing. Portugal had the same thing. Everywhere that was affected by war had the same thing.
They all had the same thing. They all did. And I'm glad that they have all done the work to resurrect almost from the grave some of these grape varietals.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a fun one. This is one that I think is more common. Everyone will know this. I would say it's funny. I like to say that in this wine club, we always put a more standard varietal in here. And kind of funny enough, we have two. We got the Chinon Rosé, but it's in the Rosé form, which is not the standard, not something a lot of people are familiar with. And then we have Xinomavro, which is also something a lot of people know, but equally so many people don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know it. So I think this is a great way to introduce that to everybody. Ooh, that is fresh.
It's got the bite, like it's got tannin, but it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it should be said that all the other wines, you could drink them by themselves.
Yeah.
This one needs something.
This needs a little food.
Tannin needs something to
So-
bounce off.
I said for food pairings, slow roasted lamb,
Yeah. Perfect.
which makes me want to make the joke.
What's the joke?
Have you seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Probably 20 years ago.
There's that scene where he's introduced to the whole family, and then her aunt walks over and is like, she's like, oh, I'm gonna make you all this food, and then she goes, oh no, he's a vegetarian, and and everyone just stops, the whole room goes silent, and then she goes, oh, it's okay, I make you lamb.
That is good. I like that.
Mood pairings, I said watch The Godfather.
Well, I mean, you will see, if you are a member of the wine club, you will see the photo attached to this.
I mean, he kind of looks like
the presence.
The presence
is
of
epic.
the Godfather.
Yeah.
If you see the photo of the winemaker, you see photo of George here, he's looks
got a lot
like
of
he's the Godfather of wine in Greece, right?
Yeah.
But I think this is a gorgeous wine, and it's absolutely fun and delicious, and I think that everyone will have a lot of fun with this one, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And, make it your entryway. If you haven't explored Greek wine yet, this is a way to explore. But also know there's more to come. This will not be the last Greek wine that is in the wine club. I cannot wait to put some more in and have everyone discover something that is just truly remarkable. So,
Well, what a lineup.
what a lineup,
I had
right?
a lot of fun doing this.
Thanks. Yeah, I did too. I mean, this is so fun, and I can't wait to share with you the next month as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might need to reserve a few of these bottles.
I know.
I was trying not to buy more wine, but
It's so hard, honestly.
Yeah.
This is the hard part, right? But it just means, at least for me, the more wine I add to my collection, the more social I get,
yeah,
because I need to share it.
exactly.
And that's what it comes down to. I want to
Yeah.
share it. It's like, what
always
could I
fun.
do? Could I go out to eat? Yes. And I do. Don't get me wrong. Support your local restaurants, please. I did work in the service industry as well.
Yep.
Please support your local restaurants. But
But have friends over.
have friends over.
Have family
It's
over.
so fun to have friends over and to do that. And then you just make it like a potluck scenario. If you're going to be providing the wine,
Yeah.
you find that friend who's really good at cooking. Luckily, I'm not the only one that's really good at cooking in my friend groups. So
Yeah. I have become... Cooking goes in and out for me. I love it. I really do love it. And I love cooking beautiful food. But sometimes you just get too busy. And
That's
it
true.
becomes taxing.
And that's where, as wine professionals, we just provide the wine.
Yeah. We just turn up with wine.
It's great.
Good. It's a good deal.
Well, on that note, if you haven't already, join the wine club.
Join the wine club.
Get in on this.
This is fun. This
And
is very good.
until next time,
Yeah. Cheers.
cheers.